And welcome, everyone, to a March Madness Zoom session of Andy Katz. Pleased to be joined by Markus Howard and Steve Wojciechowski from Marquette as part of our senior showcase. And Wojo, first with you. I know it's going to be hard to put into words, but can you, for me, what Markus Howard meant to the Marquette basketball program and to you and your staff?
Well, how much time do we have, Andy? Because I would need a lot of time.
Right now, we got a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to put into words what Markus has meant, not only to our men's basketball program, but the university community as a whole. You know, when I think of the prototypical student athlete, or what I would want our players to strive to be, not just on the court, but off the court, I think Markus is a prime example. And he's somebody that I'm incredibly proud of. It was an honor to coach him. And he's somebody that I will always hold as an example of what it means to be a true student athlete in every sense of the word.
Markus, what did it mean to you to play at Marquette?
It was honestly one of the biggest honors I could have, just with the story tradition that Marquette holds. And to be around that I was able to be around for 4 years, it was a complete honor, to be able to play for Coach Wojo and, his entire staff, it was a blessing. And, they're the best 4 years of my life. Marquette will always have a place in my heart that I'll, take with me for the rest of my life. And the things I was able to do on the court were unbelievable, but the impact I was able to have off the court and the opportunities that Marquette gave me to be able to be impactful off the court are things that, I'll hold with me, like I said, for the rest of my time.
All right. So what I want to do here is show you two games, two of your best games. And Markus and I have talked two of your top five. Go a little bit over that, but also what made you so effective. And let's start a couple years ago at Providence, where you were able to score over 50. So Markus, tell me from your vantage point, as we're seeing the highlights roll out, you scored in a variety of different ways from different spots on the floor, as well as getting to the hoop. What were you feeling that day?
It was just kind of what the game called for, being able to play at the Dunkin' Donuts Center, it's a tough place to play at. Providence at that time, that year was really, really good. Like every year they're really good, but that year particularly they had, really great players. Like Coach said, we were able to get out in transition a lot, and that's where I got a lot of my threes. But then, down the stretch, it was a point in time when the team looked at me to, be aggressive and, score the ball. And I was fortunate, that shots were falling. I just kind of got in the mode. And once it got to overtime, they just kept feeding me the ball and kept, portraying to give me the confidence that I had to, make plays. And I was fortunate, to be able to make those plays.
Steve, at what point did you feel that he was empowered to basically be the guy, to take this many shots in a variety of ways and earn that respect from his teammates to continue to feed him?
The interesting thing about this Providence game in the first half, I don't think Markus had a huge impact offensively on the game, but he got a floater to go early in the second half. And then he started to string things together. And when he started to get that look as a coach, you knew it was on. And I really think, it was one of those coming out parties from a national standpoint. When you put up 50 points on the road in the Big East, it makes everybody sit up and notice.
All right, so let's shift to another road game. This one at Creighton, another monster output by you.
Howard, step back three again and again.
All right, Steve, what did you see in this one?
Well, it's interesting, like when I think back to the Providence game, there were some times where Markus was able to catch and shoot. In this Creighton game, he had to create space on so many different occasions with his dribble to get a shot off, whether it's change of speed, change of direction, stepping back. The degree of difficulty of these shots are absolutely incredible. And when you watch this Creighton performance, he's dribbling into most of these shots. And that, I don't think people appreciate how difficult a shot like that is. And he made it look easy.
Yeah, you're contested on all these. So pick that up, Markus. How hard is it to get elevation, to get space when you have to always create it? It's not a pass and catch and shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I give a great credit to Creighton. You know, I mean, even in this game, you know, they played great defense. But, you know, I think just with the way that, you know, I train and prepare myself, you know, these are things that I see. In this game, you know, it's funny. There are so many moments in time and plays that I just remember I get brought back to the summertime with my brother, you know, just being in training. He would have us shoot over ladders, and he'd have us shoot over, you know, we had bleachers, and he'd have me shoot over the bleachers from a far distance. So, I mean, you know, I just see these plays and it makes me laugh just thinking about it, just because, you know, I get taken back to, you know, that summer leading into that season, you know, we were doing things just like this.
Steve, that's a great point that I think gets lost on a lot of our youth, that what you do in those quiet moments in the summer with your sibling or your good friend or whoever, how it can translate months, years later to your advantage in these kind of situations. What does that tell you?
Well, I mean, you know, obviously Markus is somebody that's always been a worker. It's nice to see somebody that has put so much effort into the game be rewarded with success. And just imagine if he played for a coach that gave him any freedom, how good he would have been.
You know, Steve, I'm also wondering, look, in the real world, both of you, you know, we're all in the same height range, if you will. But in basketball, obviously, neither one of you as a player at Duke, were blessed with, you know, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". How much can you relate to him, Steve, of a player that has to, you know, have always had to deal with that, to shoot over people, to deal with someone who might be taller, a little longer, a little bit maybe even more athletic?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I was never the player Markus is and was. So let's just put that out first and foremost. But when I was a player, I was always trying to prove myself. I probably had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, and that served me well. And I think Markus is somebody that's always trying to prove himself, who wants to show that not only he belongs, but can thrive in any environment, whether it's the highest level of college basketball or ultimately next year when he's in the NBA.
And Markus, I want to give you the last word here, just to put a bow on what we're seeing, these great highlights, these memories that you have. You're going to end up being one of the top 25 scorers all time in the NCAA. If you can just put it to words for me, what it meant to play college basketball and leave this kind of legacy that you will have left.
Yeah, and, you know, I would be saying this, you know, if it was just me and you on this conversation, Andy. But, you know, I mean, the player I am and what you guys have seen for 4 years, it wouldn't be anything without Wojo. You know, I mean, he's given me so much, and the trust and the belief that he's had in me as a player since the time I came to Marquette is why I'm in the position I'm in. Me and him had a lot of, you know, we butted heads a lot, but it was because, you know, he truly cared about me and wanted the best for me. And, you know, for me to be mentioned among so many great names in the game of college basketball, a lot of it is due to, you know, him being who he was as a coach. And a lot of it, you know, stemmed from the people I was around on a daily basis. You know, our coaching staff did an unbelievable job of, you know, giving me the resources to become the best player I could be. My teammates, you know, helped me compete each and every day at a high level. Our academic staff, you know, our administration, you know, just everyone in the Marquette community. It's an environment where you are built to strive and succeed. I mean, if you use it the right way, I mean, there's no reason why you can't be successful. And there's no reason why, you know, anybody that goes to Marquette, you know, can't be in a position that I was in or even do even better. You know, I mean, I can't go into this next phase of my life, this next process without, you know, just showing the utmost gratitude to, you know, the man I'm here talking with you with. So, I mean, to put a bow on it, you know, I'm just extremely grateful, extremely thankful. And, you know, in terms of, people always ask me, would I do it over again? How would I do it? You know, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I wouldn't have wanted to play for anyone else. I wouldn't have wanted to put on any other kind of jersey. I wouldn't have wanted to play in front of any other fans besides the ones in Milwaukee. So, I mean, I'm extremely blessed, and, you know, I'm going to always take Marquette with me no matter where I end up. And hopefully it's somewhere in the NBA next year. And I'm really, really striving for that. And, you know, I have high hopes for it. And I'm just, I owe all that, you know, to the people in Marquette and to Coach Wojo.
Very well said. I know everyone in the Marquette community appreciates that, and all of us in college basketball. You gave us some great memories, incredibly entertaining, and always first class in everything you did, Markus. I appreciate it. I know everyone else does as well. All the best to you. Stay safe, stay well, and once again, everyone, thanks for watching.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Andy.